Lesson 3, Conversation 1. I'm going to talk about the grammar points in Lesson 3 in the first half of the chapter. I have to apologize to you because my voice is not very good. I'm still suffering from this lingering cold. It's been almost 2 weeks and I cannot seem to shake it, especially the coughs are really bad at night. I hope you're all doing well and feeling much better than I am feeling right now. Okay, let's talk about the idea of either possessing something or something existing. The verb to use for that is 있다, 있다, 있다. That's the dictionary form. Or something is not there or you don't have something. It's 없다, 없다, 없다. So of course, when the verb ends with a da, that's the dictionary ending, right? But this is the stem. It means to exist or to have. Up means not to exist or not to have. So these two verbs indicate possession, which is really different from English. That's why you need to pay close attention here. So for example, in Korean, if you say 질문이 있어요, 질문이 있어요. Just ignore the blue part for now. 질문이 있어요. It literally means a question exists. But what it really means is I have a question. And I don't know if I have mentioned it before. Kind of like Spanish, Korean is considered a pronoun drop language because we construe a lot of meanings from the context. We don't always say who's doing something. So the who part gets dropped and you kind of figure it out as a listener from the context. So 질문이 있어요. In this case, it means I have a question, and I is nowhere to be found here. But that's what's implied. Let's look at others here. 영어 사전, English dictionary, 영어 사전이 없어요. 없어요 is the negative, so I don't have an English dictionary. I don't have an English dictionary. There's no I. It just literally means there is no English dictionary. That means I don't have it. Same thing here. 커피가 있어요. 커피가 있어요. That means there's coffee, but in this context, it means I don't have coffee. And, if the context changes, it could mean there's coffee without indicating who's possessing it. Confusing, right? So just think of it as possession. Or you can put it in a sentence like 유미 씨 수업이 있어요. 유미 씨, 유미, it's a vocative. 유미 수업이 있어요. Of course, there's no you, the second person you here, but that's what's implied because we don't want to directly say you. Do you have a class? If you were to say it literally in Korean, it would sound very confrontational. So 유미 씨 수업이 있어요. That means Yumi, do you have a class? Do you have a class? So let's talk about the blue part. The blue part is this. This is a little marker that indicates the subject. Of course, the funny thing is, yes, technically this is a subject marker, but if you look at the English translation, the question should actually have the object marker because it's the object of the verb have. You possess something, and the object of your possessing is a question. But that's what I mean. It gets confusing. But if you have a question about why does it have a subject marker when it's really an object, the answer is because it's peculiar. The word 있다, 없다 are very peculiar words in the sense, peculiar if you compare it to English. It's perfectly natural if you think of it in Korean, because literally it means there is something. So in that sense, the question should be the subject. So, okay, let me simplify it. Just think of it as a possession. Just memorize which marker has to go with it. Don't think about the grammar points. 질문이 있어요. 영어 사전이 없어요. 커피가 있어요. 수업이 있어요. Okay, by now you should know that Korean ears are very sensitive to which sound a syllable is ending, right? So n at the end of 질문, that's a consonant. So we want to alternate between consonants and vowels. So what follows is 이, 질문이. So it's consonant, vowel, right? Consonant, vowel. Do you see that? Coffee, 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 e, that's a vowel. So I don't want to follow a vowel with another vowel. I don't like that. It's almost like a magnetic kind of a thing, right? The plus wants to go with the minus, and it would repel the same plus, right? So it's kind of like that. So 커피, 이, it goes with a consonant. 그, 커피가 있어요. 커피가 있어요. 수업, 이, vowel, right? So to recap it, it's a noun plus the subject marker, 이 or 가, depending on which sound the previous syllable ends in. And then if you have something, 있어요. If you don't have something, it's 없어요. Okay. But 있다, 없다 can also mean existence. That's actually its original meaning. So it's a little easier. So 책방이 도서관 앞에 있어요. That means this one really is the subject. Nobody possesses anything. The bookstore is, or the bookstore exists in front of the library. The bookstore exists, or the bookstore is in front of the library. Okay, so why am I going back and forth? I mean, as I have told you, Korean starts with the subject, and then we put all the things in the middle, and then we end with the verb. But given that the verb is central in any language, Korean is considered, from the verb's point of view, it's called left branching language. You know, all the things branch to the left of the verb. If you look at the English, from the verb's point of view, all the other things, modifiers and whatnot, they all go to the right, except for the subject. It's a right branching language. Okay, so going back to it, the bookstore is in front of the library. Okay, let's ignore all the blue parts for now. The bookstore, 책방이 어디에 있어요? This is a question. The bookstore, where is, so where is the bookstore? It's all left branching, you see that? Right branching in English. 어디 means where. 책이 가방에 없어요. Now negative. The book is not in the book bag, in the bag. The book is not in the bag. Okay, let's talk about the blue parts. The blue E, that's the subject marker, because the bookstore, the book, these are all subjects in the sentences here. E is another marker, but it's not a subject marker, it's a place marker. So front, in front of. So it's connecting the verb with the location word. 어디에, where at, inside of, in. So 에 is a place marker. So to summarize it, 있다, 없다, these are the dictionary forms. They mean existence. So the pattern is A, where, is, right? A is where. A, where, is. Okay, grammar point 2. This one, where do I start? Okay, I have told you, I have warned you preemptively that Korean honorifics will drive you nuts. So I'm going to drive you nuts just a little bit. Okay, so far we have covered the polite ending that flies in just about any situation, and you're pretty safe. But when you make a request, if you use that polite ending, it can sound rude. I mean, they're not going to kill you, but they might look at you funny. So you need to learn one honorific ending for now. It is 으, that's optional, 세요. So it's basically 세요. It's kind of interesting to study the etymology of 세요, because the polite ending was 어요, 아요. Remember what determined which one's going to take 어요 and which is going to take 아요? Bright vowels, 아요, the rest 어요, right? And then you add an honorific marker in front of it. So it's 시, that's the honorific marker. And then the next stage it became 쉬어요, because it's not a bright vowel like a or o, it would go with 시, like that, right? Let me circle it. Oops, highlighter. Oh, pen color. Okay, how would you like cyan? Okay, 시 is the marker, honorific, and then ending is 어요. So temporarily it was 시, 어, 요. 시어요. And then 시어요 became, because you know Korean has a tendency not to want to put two vowels together, so it got reduced to 세요, 세요. So it's 세요 is an honorific ending. 으 is used if the word that comes before ends in a consonant, because this is a vowel. This is a consonant, right? Now you're familiar with that. Okay, so let's look at examples. So 으세요 after a consonant, because 으 is a consonant. 세요 without 으 after a vowel, because 스 is a consonant, right? So if you have 조, although it's barely pronounced, it's still a consonant. So 좋으세요, 좋으세요, 좋으세요. Something is good. 좋으세요, something is good. It's an adjective. 안, it's a double consonant ending, but it's a consonant. So, and you also know that the first consonant, the bottom one, goes with the first syllable. The second consonant goes with the second syllable. Sorry about that. So it's 앉으세요, 앉으세요. Same thing here. 읽으세요, 읽으세요. 있으세요. It goes over here. 있으세요. 좋으세요. Something is good. 앉으세요. Please sit down. 읽으세요. Please read. 있으세요. 있으세요. Somebody has something. And if you're saying that about your teacher, for example, the teacher has a cold, then you'd say 있으세요. 세요 after a vowel, so 크, something is big, 크세요. 가다, to go, 가세요. 인사하세요. 인사하세요. To greet. 이세요. 이세요. Is be. So for example, my teacher is Korean. Then you'd say 이세요. 이다. To be. So when do we use the honorific ending? When you describe or address someone with respect. Someone higher in status than you or in age. So professors, parents, grandparents, bosses. 으세요 is a very polite way to make a request as well. So let's break it down. I want to show you the conjugations here. Dictionary form was 가다, to go. Polite form is 가요. The honorific form is 가세요. Oh, I forgot this one thing. 세요. 가세요 means please go. 앉다, to sit. 앉아요, sit, polite form. So for example, here, 앉아요, it's not as polite as the honorific form. So the teacher might want to say it to a student, 앉아요, please sit down. But the student would say, 앉으세요 to the teacher, or grandfather, or mother. I know it's for an egalitarian-minded American, it's very difficult to understand why you have to use two different forms depending on the social status. But that's the way it is. 인사하다, 인사하다 to greet, that's the base form. 인사해요, remember 하다 verbs all conjugate with 해요, it's an irregular verb. 인사해요. The honorific is 인사, because the base form is, the stem is 인사하. You add 세요, 인사하세요, please say hi, please greet. 읽다 means to read. 읽어요, 읽어요. Hear that? It doesn't happen with the consonant, 읽다. What happens really is that da becomes strong because of the influence of 그. But 그 disappears. It just makes the second consonant stronger. So 읽다. Do you hear that? 읽다. 읽다. But here, because it's a wide open canvas, which is a vowel, 그 gets realized. So 읽어요. 읽어요. Read. And then if you want to say it to the teacher, you'd say 읽으세요. 읽으세요. Please read. But the teacher can say, teacher probably would say, 읽어요. Please read. Please read. All right, that's it.